Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before I proceed this video, please click the like and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Alright, this video will be, I believe, will be part 10 of my Solidworks electric eraser project. So in this video, I will no longer show you how I do part modeling because I have already completed all the parts modeling of my electric eraser components. Alright, so in this video is for me to show you how I will do assembly in Solidworks since I have completed all the parts. Alright, to do assembly in Solidworks, so if you click at a new file, we have three settings here. So I will go for assembly, then I click OK. Alright, so this is whenever you start a new assembly file, so automatically Solidworks will ask all the parts that you have done to be inserted for your assembly. But in this case, let me cancel this thing first, and also I cancel this setting. Okay, the first thing I need to show you the interface of this assembly mode in SolidWorks. As you can see, it's kind of like different from part modeling. Since we have the tab here, we have assembly, layout, sketch, and so on. Okay, the main one is the first tab here. So the first tab assembly here, we have all the sub menu above. We have insert component, made, and so on. All right. Another thing important in your assembly, make sure that your unit must be MMJS since you do your part modeling in MMJS. Alright. Okay, before you do assembly of your in SolidWorks of your product, first thing you must make sure when you do assembly, which component, which part that you must insert first in your assembly file, because if our product is electric eraser. Let's say if you dismantle the electric eraser and you want to assemble it again, so one part will be a base. For our case, our base component will be the bottom casing. Since our bottom casing will be the base or kind of like a platform, then we will mount all the internal component like batteries, electric motor, eraser tip holder, the gripper plus the rubber eraser. Then only we will mount after we have mount all the inner component, then only we will mount the rear top casing and front top casing with button, and the last one will be the cap. All right. So we must know the order of our assembly. So the first component must be the base components. In our case, for electric eraser will be the bottom casing. All right. What I will do, I will insert the base component, which is my file is bottom casing 1. Alright, the first component, since this bottom casing will be the base, do not click anywhere on the screen. So what I will do, I will simply bring my mouse here, the green right button, click OK. What it means that this bottom casing will be inserted in this screen here. The location will be the base, will be the origin point, kind of like 0, 0, 0 coordinate. So because this will be the base of our assembly. If you look, the first object that we insert, automatically it will be the base. If you look under the list menu on the left here, we have bottom casing. It have bracket F. F means it is in fixed mode. Fixed mode means I cannot move it. I can move it by simply right click and go for float, but I will not do that. Alright, the next component, as I mentioned to you, the order of the assembly, I will mount the two batteries here. Then what I will do, I will insert the AAA battery. Okay, I will click it here. Alright, now I have one of these AAA batteries. Since I have two of it, then I will click at the batteries, hold down my control key, hold on my control key, click at it, and you drag it, you can clone it. Right? Okay, now about this assembly of these AAA batteries to the right location. Okay, I have since battery, I have the properties of cylindrical surface and also the supporting rib here. I have the cylindrical surface. So I will do match setting for these AAA batteries. To do match setting, okay, under the assembly here, you have made. I click at mate. Okay, now here the menu here is about the mate selection. Okay, I want to mate this first battery here. I will click at the cylindrical surface of this battery. It will be, then I will select, it will go here. Since we have a cylindrical surface at this read, automatically Solidworks will put the, I click OK. So I have the first setting. So it will automatically is have the relation of concentric. So they are in concentric position. All right, now I can drag. I simply drag this battery, but it still remain concentric with the cylindrical surface of the support. All right, my next main setting is I will go for this flat face of this battery will be in line with this flat surface of this rib. Then I click OK. Okay, now if you can see my battery is in position. Right. All right, for the next battery, I will go for cylinder surface with the cylindrical surface. So automatically it will go, if you look the menu, it will go to concentric. Then I click OK. Then let me drag first this position. All right, about this face will be in line with, since the next battery will be on the other side, will be in line with this. But I'm not using this direction. The orientation is on the wrong side. So under here, the mate alignment here, menu on the left here, at the bottom here, by default is using line. If you bring your mouse here, it go for anti-align. I'll click at the next one, so it will go for, okay, I ignore this message since I have already do, this message will appear if I have already done the assembly from the old file of all these components. So I just simply click OK. So it means that my the next battery is in position. All right, let me click OK first. All right, now I've done made setting for the two AAA batteries. Okay, the next component would be, okay, I will insert the electric motor, the eraser tip holder, the gripper, and also the rubber eraser itself. So I will go for the assembly insert component. So I can select more than one. I can select the motor. I can select the what we call it eraser tip holder one and the eraser gripper one. Um, right. So I will. This is the gripper. This is the tip holder, and this the electric motor. Right. Okay, another component is the eraser itself, the rubber eraser. Okay, the rubber eraser will be here. Right. Okay, the first made setting I will do is for this motor. Right. Right, for this motor, okay, let me bring all this component to on this side. Let me bring motor like this. Right. For this motor, I will do made setting. Okay, if you look the motor here, we have a cylindrical surface of this motor, and we hold at the back here we have a rib to support that this here. Also have the cylindrical surface. I can do select the cylindrical surface here and also the cylindrical surface. So then automatically it will go for concentric relation. I can drag the motor as you can see. Okay, but it still remains the concentric relation. All right, as you can see here, the orientation of motor is can be still, I can turn it, I can rotate it like this, but I don't want it to be in that orientation. What my main setting is here, this flat surface of this motor and this flat surface here must be, it will go automatically here. If you look on the window, it go for parallel. So it means the motor are in parallel. Right. About the other made setting, okay, this flat surface at the back of this motor must be in line with this. All right, but if you can see the orientation of the motor is on the other side, so I will go here at the mid alignment. I will go to the next one. I go for anti-align, so it will go. I ignore this. This will appear because I have done assembly of from the old file. Since I do part modeling from assembly mode, so this message will. I just simply click ignoring and click OK. So now, if as you can see, the motor is in position, right? Okay, I've done the motor. The next one will be um, I have the here. I have the what we call it electric, the eraser tip holder. Okay, eraser tip holder, the cylindrical surface, uh, same relation with this concentric. Okay, I can still drag it. All right, and this face will go here. Will go there. Just click OK. Now I have, let me click OK first. Now I have the the eraser tip holder is in position. All right, and the next, my mate setting will be this gripper here. This gripper here must be inserted inside this eraser tip holder. Okay, in order for me to get me bring up, I need to go to the section mode. So easier for me to select the inner surface there. All right, my another mate setting is this. Okay, this gripper, this eraser gripper have the cylindrical surface. So this cylindrical surface and this inside, you go for concentric. Click OK. I can drag it. As you can see also the orientation of this cutting slot of this cutting here of this gripper is not the right orientation. Okay, let me drag it like this. All right. Okay, to do this, I need to make the orientation of this cutting slot is kind in line with the top plane. Okay, to do that, if you look let me drag this thing. Okay, if you look, we have the list on the screen here. The what I mean is this file is called eraser gripper. This is eraser gripper listing. Let me. Okay, I can drag. Okay, by the way, this screen is kind like. Let me go back to all of this. All right, then I can see the arrow. All right, okay, here the eraser gripper. If you click at the arrow, you will open the list here. The top plane, so this is the top plane of eraser gripper will mesh with the main top plane. As you can see, then I click OK. I click OK first. As you can see now, the orientation of this cutting slot here is in line with the top plane. All right, I go for another setting for this gripper. All right, this gripper here, the back face here must touch at the end of this electric motor shaft face. I do not click OK. I go for anti-align. So it will go, just simply ignore this message. Then I click OK. This message will appear if you have done assembly before, and it will warn you. If you make a fresh new assembly, this message will not appear. Okay, I already have set click OK. Now my eraser gripper is in position. Okay, the next one will be the rubber eraser. I go for map. Okay, the cylindrical surface here will go there, concentric. All right. Okay, for this eraser, okay, I need to set. I cannot make this face really touch at the back surface there because if I do that, the eraser, okay, let me show you. If I go here to here for coincidence, if you look the outcome, we don't have excessive of this eraser to do the erasing things. So I need to edit it. Okay, if, let's say I can simply click OK. All right, how do I edit the mate setting? So I need to put a certain distance. All right, if you look here, whatever your mate setting that you have done, if you look the menu on the left here, we have mates. We have made all our mate setting is recorded here. Okay, it's in the list. Or the last one that I said, you can see the coincidence, the coincidence between the surface of the rubber eraser and the back surface. Okay, if I click at this setting here, if I click at it, then I go for, hold on, sometimes it go the cursor. Okay, I click at it and I edit feature. Then it will go back to the our mate setting here. We can edit it. Okay, what I said just now, it is in consider. If you see here, it is consider mode, but I can put a distance here. And let's say I want to put it the distance about 5. So it will go for 5 millimeter. As you can see, we have a distance of 5. This is how we edit our mate setting. All right, let me click OK first. And now we have excessive for the eraser to do the erasing works. All right, let me off this. Okay, let me go for. All right. Okay, let me save my assembly. So I will go this for assembly. I will go for just I simply replace the file. All right. All right. The next thing to do for this inner components of this electric eraser is the tactile switch, or I call it on-off button here. So I will insert the on-off button. All right. So I put it into this position for a while. Okay. To do the mate of this, so I will go for mate and I will select the front plane of this on-off button here, and it mesh with the main front plane. So it is in position. Before I click OK here under mid alignment, I will go to the next one, anti-align. So it means that it turned to the other direction, because let me click OK first. Because we need the connector here facing at this direction. Alright, the next setting will be this face will touch this face. Then it will go to coincident. And the last setting for this is that this from this face to this face, I will set it a distance by 2.3 millimeter. So then I click OK. Then I click OK. All right. So it means that the tactile switch is in position. All right. Okay, this all the inner components of this electric eraser. All right. The next thing is I will insert the bottom, the rear top casing. Okay, this is my rear top casing. Right. Let me drag it upward. Okay, for mate of this, so since this is cylindrical faces, then it will mesh with the cylindrical faces. Then it will go for concentric. I can drag it like that, and it can be even be turned like this. Okay, the next setting will be this. Let me cancel this thing. This face, this flat surface will mesh with this face, so it will go for coincident. And the last setting for this is this face in line with this face. So this will be my setting for the red top casing. And for I got to insert the front top casing. Front top casing, hold on. Front top casing 1. So this will be my front top casing 1. Right, the mate for this is that the cylindrical surface will mesh with this cylindrical face. I click OK. Let me drag like this, and this flat surface here, hold on, this flat surface will mesh with this surface. So it will go for coincident, and and this face and this face will be coincident. All right, so I have this. Let me click OK first. All right. Okay, the next thing to do is the push button. I have the push button above here. So insert the push button. The push button. All right, the push button. So yeah, this is the push button. All right, for the push button, to do the main, to put it in the right position here is kind of like difficult, because the push button, I don't have any kind of cylindrical surface, because this is, okay, if I go for mate, the first thing I do is that I will go for this push button. If you look here, the list that we have on the screen, the push button, the front plane, of the push button. Let me close this list. Will mesh with the main front plane. So let me click OK first. All right, let me click OK just to show that this push button is in the middle position. All right, about the how to put this push button in correct position on top of here. All right, to do that, let me click OK first. If I open, because since the way I did the part modeling for this push button, I have a circle where I do split. That circle I should on of this push button file so that it mesh with even this front top casing also is at the beginning when I do push button. This push button is part of my part modeling of my top front casing, where I have the same circle that I used to make a split. So what I mean, that circle, that curve, that sketch must be on must be shown in this assembly. That's why I can use that both sketch to be used as for my main assembly. All right, let me show you. All right, to do this, I will open this push button file. Okay, if you look at this push button 5, if you look at the feature manager here, the way the sketch that I mean is this sketch 25, where this sketch 25 I used to do the modeling of this push button. This sketch, I need it to be on. It must be shown. And if I go back to the assembly mode, as you can see, we have the sketch of this push button, the circle here. Same goes for this. I open this front top casing. I will on the same sketch like the one that I show for the push button. If I drag down here, the sketch that I mean is sketch 25. This one also got to be shown. All right. If I go to the assembly mode, as you can see, we have both sketch here, the circle here for the front top casing, and the push button sketches, the circle is on top. So I can use both of these two circle as for my mate setting. All right, let me show you. All right, under the mate here. So what I will do, I will select this sketch. Hold on. I will select this sketch and this sketch to be coincident. If I click OK, then I click OK here. So now our push button is in position. All right, let me check in the section view. So it is in correct position. Right. So that's how we do for the mate setting of the push button. Okay, let me save my file first. Right. Okay, I can hide this. If I don't want this to be shown, I can hide this cache. Even for this, we have two of it. I can hide it. Okay, let's zoom extend. I save my file. Right. All right. The last part. Okay, I have already put the switch there, the on-off switch. All right. The last part is the cap. All right, the cap. So for the cap, I insert the cap. Where is it? The cap 1. Okay, I have my cap 1 here. All right, for the cap, so simply we do cylindrical surface, and the cylindrical surface, even here I can go for anti-align to the other direction. So I click OK for this setting. Right, then my next setting will be this face will touch this face. All right, let me click OK, and let me click OK. All right, I believe I have finished the assemble. Let me do the final check by section view to check whether do we have any interference. Okay, it looks that every component is in position and there is no interference. Right, let me zoom extend. Okay, Alhamdulillah, I believe I've completed all my parts for this full assembly of this electric eraser. Right. Okay, I think, okay, inshallah, in the next video, I will show you how I do assembly drawing of this assembly file. I will show you how I will do assembly drawing, and later I will show you explorer drawing and so on. Okay, thanks for watching this video. Before that, please do not forget to click like and subscribe my channel. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi.